Huh. Texie, hello. I don't know what was going on. It told me that it couldn't start, but then it started anyway. Mr. Cars are on, hello. Yes, you are on time. You're more on time than I am, probably. Oh, no. $85 for a 6 energy weapon. Fantastic deal. Imagine the stream crashes. Oh, it will. At least twice. You haven't seen bad stream quality until you've watched mine. We were all expecting it to. Yeah, exactly. See, this guy knows. Bossy, hello. Okay. I have not actually gotten the giveaway winners list. I'm gonna do that during this. So yeah. Can I? No. Okay. Weird. Here we go. Oh. Where is it? Here we go. You're gonna skip for checking. Yeah, I know. I mean, to be fair, it looks decent with the long arms. Other skins, like one of my options, this one's kind of dumb. I used this one a lot, so I just kind of got tired of using it. And then this one, I don't know, it's a little too tall and wide. So like it really only works with certain like very specific weapons. Like mostly missile rack, but I'll keep it there. Why not? Sentry, hello. Can't believe my eyes. Don't disrespect the goblin. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? And since I don't think I've ever used it, I will do it. It is one of my least favorite though, cause like look at those eyeballs. They're just like they're just looking at you, all judgmental. Get the Juggernaut skin for Jug. What? There is no Juggernaut. There's no skin named Juggernaut. Anyway. Okay. How's everybody doing in playoff? Yeah, it's a good question. I went from like 3rd last night to 6th this morning, so those feeder sus. They, oh my, you know, now that you mention it, that's probably like my least favorite thing about it now. Look at that, it's got toes and everything. But yeah, I'm in top 20%. I mean, I want to try to get this one because it's a 6 energy one and it's not going to be completely OP, so I'm okay with getting it. The 16 one? No, I don't care. I really don't. The 10 would have been nice, but I tried to get it and I didn't manage to, so. Yeah, it's that story right there. There we go, good. 18,000 difference between me and the top dude, which is fun. Just got my Arc 10 to rank 6, so I can dual equip it on my Stalker. All I need G-Lock to be my new favorite build. Nice, nice. The Sentry Stalker. Look at the tongue. No, I see the tongue. Believe me. After I get disc 12, I'll be 4th maybe. Alright, fair enough. The contrast between the Durbat and Steel Reaper Chucky skin. Yeah, that is true, that is true. It's kind of the same with Lancer. Actually, if I'm being honest, my favorite Lancer skin is probably this one. And, you know, there's this one, but also this one, and yeah. It's pretty different, and this one's just awful. But, you know, it works with some skins, but it doesn't look like a Lancer, and it doesn't look that good, to be completely honest. You're in 2nd. Nice. I mean, there's still, how long? 2 days, 9 hours? Yeah. Don't get comfortable. A lot of people wait until the last second to spend all of their A coins and then some, which I have like 10,000 ready to go if need be, but I don't really want it. I don't really want to spend all of them. And at this point, even if I did, I wouldn't even get first, so trying to get to Division 1 as fast as possible, so I've been wrecking CPC. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm in 5 because I basically didn't play at all the first day that this happened because of the map bug was annoying as all heck. But yeah, I've been climbing. Oh yeah, Red's got a fancy green name because he's a YouTube member. By the way, Red, I just added, right before I started, I just added some escape emojis to your arsenal. Unfortunately, I don't have wide 211 or distorted escape. Sentry, you're gonna have to send me those in Discord, because I don't have the original file for that. Also, it should be like in your emoji section, because there should be emojis for all members to use. On the bottom left. Oh, maybe it didn't update it yet. Yeah, I see my original 3. Never mind. I replaced the Cheetah one with Happy Escape. But yeah, I literally just did it, so it probably didn't register it yet. Escape Army. Yeah. Who's your favorite escape? That's a good question. I think my favorite escape is wide 211 or possibly sad escape. Because even when he's sad, it still looks like he's trying to be happy, and it's honestly kind of painful to look at. Bonk escape. Blade Strike, hello. Okay, so Happy Escape, yeah. There you go. You can't ping everyone. It's a YouTube live stream. My favorite is also indeed wide 211. Yeah, my only regret is that you didn't get to fit the entirety of that masterpiece into one emoji. You kind of had to clip the sides a little bit, but that's fine. Let me see. Dang it. Well, now... Okay. This is gonna sound awful, but does anybody remember which video I had the Acoin giveaway on? Okay, it was this one. Okay, had to copy the link. Wish I could join Sad to Livin'. Yeah. I forgot it was YouTube and not Discord. It's true. Sometimes I get very disappointed when I remember that I'm watching somebody stream and I can't use the escape emojis. Makes me sad. Ruffles, you forget your own videos. Look, see what happened was I purposely made this Acorn giveaway to where it didn't have the Acorn giveaway in the title of it, so it's just if people watched it, then they would actually see it and be able to participate. But since I didn't have it in the title, I couldn't remember which one I did. Okay. Paste that. Filter duplicate users. Cool. Amount of unique comments, 27. Oh, wow. The views ruffles the views. Look, I know that some people make it like a separate video specifically for the Acorn giveaway just because it's easy views, but like I want people to watch my stuff because they want to, not because they want stuff from me. After the giveaway, will I do Hangar reviews? Maybe. My EM video? Yeah. Yeah, I found it. Thank you, though. Y211, indeed. Okay. First one is Strikar. How about that? So, yep, he put his ID in there. And let me write these down while I'm doing it, because it would be a bad idea if I did not. 21880347. Okay. Your first win? What? Can't have been your first one. No wonder that video didn't do so well, just joking. No, it's fine. None of my videos do particularly well these days, and I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily, quote, okay with that, but it's not exactly something I can pretend isn't true, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely true. In fact, Nihilus, unfortunately, yeah, the, like, 12 hours that I spent on our video ended up being, like, one of my least viewed videos in a while. Did I hear Hangar reviews? Maybe. Maybe later. Okay. Your channel's still more active than mine. I mean, that's true, but it's not exactly... It's not exactly hard to do if you're, like, have other things. He's a Fawcett. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but the ID is 23645344. Okay. Do you know what? For the sake of argument, we'll see who all is getting it. ZQR. Okay, okay. Kill shot. Screw kill shot. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Probably in the middle of, like, either revamping his hangar or he's doing some random custom match. No worries, though. Oh, doing the usual 5 hours? No. No, I don't think so. Probably more like 2 or 3, but I mean, I can't say anything for certain right now, to be completely honest. It's actually 11 p.m. here, and I want to hear the winners. Oh, okay, okay. I'll try to get through them. I'll try to get through them quicker then. He was gone for a week. Oh, I see. He was last only a week ago, last online. It's true, but my video was also like a week ago, so I know that. Actually, it was probably more like, no, it was like 2 weeks ago. But you know, sometimes people just have things that they're doing. You know, it's fine. Hopefully, it doesn't go go to waste. I guess that would be the benefit of like choosing winners like fairly soon after I start the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so next guy is 14983. Cannon Moon is his name. 903. I don't believe I've ever seen him in a live. Okay, this guy. Hold on, I'm writing the ID down. 3. Okay. Max kill shot. Hate to see it. And mortars. So he's doubling down on disc launcher, which, I mean, at this point, there's no real reason not to, but it's it shouldn't work, but it does. It shouldn't work, but it does. He's got a nice surge though. I like that. Okay. I mean, maybe this 1,000 acorns will help him max his surge. That would be cool. Let me see what's going on. You only have 1 hour? Oh, okay, that's fine. That'll be plenty of time. I'll get through the last 2 people before I do anything else. I'm not going to stretch it out. You can write in chat. Okay. If you go to sleep, just play back the stream tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that too. Alright, next person, correct? Yeah, okay. Write that down. Ayush Shinde. Jinar AU. 343-08-694. Ah, Facebook friend. Okay. 343. Okay, one more after this. Hold on. Arc 6 and 12. Okay. I mean, good that you got the Arc 12, because you could definitely make use of that later. Same with the Disc 16. You're kind of setting yourself up to get some good builds later. These are good. This is good. Long arm 12 is nice. Not too bad on Ares either, to be honest. Missile Rack kill shot. If you had the Missile Rack 12, that'd be good, but otherwise, you're gonna have to replace that with something else. Honestly, I'm not sure what. Probably a rocket mortar. You'll probably cave and do rocket mortar, but if you don't, then I really don't have any good suggestions for you. Assuming you don't have Missile Rack 12, which, well, I guess you might, considering you're not wasting any energy with the 8s at the moment. And then that's pretty good. Okay, nice. So, yeah, maybe get your long arm 12 up. That would be ideal, probably. Because that's definitely like the weakest point of that hangar. Because it's such a low level. When do the Aquans come in? Just curious. I let Plarium know who the winners are, and then they send them within like a couple days. But since tomorrow is the weekend, maybe it won't be till Monday. But it's usually pretty soon. It's like a couple days. I mean, considering tomorrow's the weekend, considering the I get what you're asking. Considering everything, it is quite possible that you won't get them before the current event is over, so you won't be able to use them in the playoff. Whenever his contact gets them. Yeah. It takes them a little bit after I send it. Indeed, Sentry, indeed. Okay, last one. Mohammed Yunus, if that's how you pronounce it, which is probably not, but that's okay. Potentially, hopefully. Easy beasy. Oh, he's got the EM10 on his cheetah. I like it. And then a single shotgun 8 and a single shotgun 8. He's going with the light mechs for this guy, but he's going with the light mechs, it looks like. And I'm not really sure what's going on with you, but... Huh. Well, that's interesting. 20, 91, 97. Renders. Cool. And that is it for that. Eight months, at least 5 channels, 0 wins. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I mean, to be fair, you only had like, what, 3 tries maximum with me, because I haven't been able to do this for very long. So this is like maybe my 3rd time doing it. That's a lot, though. Yeah, I could probably kind of estimate what the chances are of that, but that would take too long, and honestly, I don't think anybody really cares that much. Okay. I'll play a few matches, why not? You didn't review my hangar? Yeah, but it was because you were already there. I kind of wanted to just like see who was doing it, but also it wouldn't have been like actual review, it would have just been it would have just been like me looking at it being like, what could you maybe put 1,000 acorns toward? I might like do actual reviews later, but that's not what that was. Oh, lagging a little bit. Hey man, come on. Come on out. How much you pay? Owie. That hurt a little bit, and I don't like it. Whoa. So I spent the last... This is random, so probably nobody was wondering and nobody asked, but I'll say it anyway. I spent the last week or two trying out the other targeting system. It's much better for disc launchers, but honestly much worse for everything else. And I don't care about disc launchers that much that I would make my targeting system like specific to that one weapon. It's good enough to where I don't need that. Come on. So yeah, I just... Oh! Oh, okay. I just changed it back so my buttons are a little bit off. And honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I actually prefer this targeting system for Disc Launcher Stalker, which is kind of the only mech that I use Disc Launcher on most of the time. Because if I'm going to use an OP weapon, it may as well be on an OP mech. Because the way that I play this build is like very non-aggressively. I realize that most people play Disc Launcher like super aggressively, but I do it like that. Like I'm not just like up in his face firing at him or firing at the wall behind him to use the stupid amount of splash damage that the thing has. Like, I'll just curve it around the wall. I use the curve more than I do the AoE. And, you know, do I get less kills with it that way? Yeah, probably, but I'm also able to kill a lot of other Disc Launcher players because they actually can't curve when they're using that. They can't curve it that much when they're using that other targeting system. So as long as I can like get within that range, I can curve it around and they can't. So the only way they could hit me is if there's something behind me. Which is one of the few reasons I like Stalker with this launcher. Oh, nope. No thanks. This guy died to a bot. It's kind of sad, actually. Come on. Just trying to do some side damage. Potentially. Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. He's using mortars now, isn't he? I just realized it is like 1v3. Oh no, that's javelin rack. That's interesting. Wait, you kidding me? Okay. Interesting. A maxed out maxed out kill shot, and you're wasting that build on a javelin rack? Come on, dude. Either you're really good with the rest of your mechs, or you get really stupid lucky. But something, Angie Man, really is fooling this guy into thinking that javelin rack killshot is still viable after you get it, after your mech is maxed out. Oh, my bitrate's going down. That's fantastic. I had my phone in my pocket and accidentally deleted a bunch of Secret messages. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure this show is completely accidental, yep. No, I believe you, sure. Can you... Never mind, you can you restore the message? No, I don't think so. That's fine. We all know what he said. Hey, I meant to press this thing. Alright, so something that I want to do... Sentry, did you mute Sirkar on your side or something? Because he's still here. I see it. No? Okay. I don't know what's going on. Jimmy Jones, hello. Okay, specialization spree for Ryan. I don't really want that. Trying to think of, like, what I could put on it. It's got 18 energy, which is like a really weird amount. Could do carbine, actually. Carbine's not that bad. 8 and a 10. I mean, it's got a garbage pilot. Well, actually. I mean, thinking about it, it's probably better just to use a random max pilot as opposed to assault specific at that point. It was an accident. Wide 211. Yeah. Oh, Texie's messaging me. Texie, I'm not gonna read it on stream unless you say that it's okay. Because it's just kind of like capital invasion of privacy to let other people read other people's DMs. It's okay? Okay. After this, then. Okay. No. Alright. Sure. We'll use Orion. I'll be honest, I don't really like this mech that much. It's okay. I don't really know why I don't like it, I just kinda don't. Awesome. Alright, well, it's already lagging. I feel like there's just not a lot of things that I would want to do with this mech. Oh, go away! Owie, owie, owie. Yeah, look at that guy. Carbines on it aren't terrible, but they're also not fantastic, to be honest. Ah, yeah, damn it. Okay. Oh my. Well, that's sure a situation to find yourself in. I'm on a bit of an incline, so I don't think that Juggy's gonna shoot at me. Oh man. It's so stupid how AI works. Or doesn't work, I guess, depending on your point of view. Come on, yep, back up. Go ahead and backtrack for absolutely no reason. No player would do that, but you're going to, because you're stupid. Hey, cut it out. Find somebody else to harass. I'm not joking, dude. That. Oh, stole. Do I really want... Oh, well, I guess I can't. Come on. Okay. Just get an assist at least, yeah. Figured as much. Might actually just wait for this. I don't need the ability to fire at people. It's just nice to have it. Because I'm not killing much with Carbine 8 and a Carbine 10, to be completely honest. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, cut it out. There's a, maybe a certain, no, okay, he died. Never mind. We good? We Gucci? Everything fine? Everything is not fine. Oh, there's two things that are not fine. Hold on. Oh man, he just got ruined. Well, he did. I didn't get any of them, that's unfortunate. It was lagging so much for me in game, but it was for a second or two and I usually died. Yeah. Especially if you're against a real player, they will not hesitate to kill you if you're just standing there. At least most won't. I've had a few that didn't. Try restarting your device. May improve performance. My game was freezing a lot when I checked my phone. It's on for 23 days without restarting. Yeah. Oh, I believe it. That probably, I mean, it probably will help a little bit, but to be fair, I haven't gotten any, like, real lag issues in the game. It's just because I'm streaming and streaming hates me. So, yeah, it's fun. Tournament King, hello. How's life? Could be better. Could be better. Did it crash or is it just me? Oh, it didn't crash. Not on my end. I think it's just you. I mean, I'll refresh my page, but I don't know what that would do because it's still showing my screen fine. Let me see. Yeah, it's like 5-6 seconds behind, but that's it. Put my phone to charge a bit, see how? No worries, yeah. Go ahead. Hello, Texie. It's a very urgent message. Yeah, Red, if you find that your phone dies a lot, honestly, I bought a battery, like a mobile charger, like portable charger or whatever you want to call it. Like, how long ago was it? It was like 4 years ago or something. And I still use it and it works great. Like, you can get some really good ones these days. But yeah, I got it so that my like 7-year-old phone wouldn't keep running out of battery while I was at work. Because that definitely happened. A lot. You tired? Go to sleep. Did a lot of changes to my hangar. Serve. Oh, okay. So if I review it, you'll watch tomorrow. Okay. No guarantees that I will be doing that today, but if I do, I will try to remember to... Oh, there's more mines over there. I don't want to do that. I'll try to remember to... Yes, go away, please. Try to remember to scroll back up. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not finishing my sentences. Minerva. Hi. Okay, interesting. Not sure how I didn't kill him, to be honest, but that's fine. I need to not be in that mech for too long, because I need to use Ryan here. Okay. May as well do it. There's nobody around, so may as well get me a full mag. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Nope. Ah. I need to move my buttons just a little bit. I'm not trying to like blame anything on the game or anything, but damn it. My usual like fast reload is not reloading fast, so give me your HP. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, I'll take that. Why not? What do you think Mineral Release is a token event? I don't think that she will, to be honest. She was for a playoff. They usually only they give like one way to get a pilot, and then sometimes they do like an acorn event. But I think they've only done that with an epic pilot so far. What will eventually happen is she'll just be put in the shop, like Asami was recently. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's technically better or worse. It's definitely cheaper to get it from the shop, but Asami was an Acorn event too. Was she? I thought the original Asami event was a token one, and then they didn't do one after that. Or no, I think maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. That does sound kind of familiar. Because that's how a lot of people got her. And yeah. I mean, they might do an Acorn event, but I don't think they'll do a token event. To be honest. Choose after the token event. Yeah. Yeah, that's one. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But that's my phone going off. Okay. Let's do one more. Yes, we can hear that. Awesome. It's beautiful. get. Why did they do a token event for Archangel but not Mina? I was reading chat and I managed to drift off the beacon, sorry. Where is everybody? Okay, that was kind of weird. Oh god, no. No thanks. I'll get over here and I will do some stupid damage because I maxed out. I maxed out Mina. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. But again, it may as well be on a stupid OP mech if I'm gonna do it. May as well do it really far. Oh god. Took an event for Arcane and whatnot. I mean, I think it's because they just wanted to do it in a playoff. The reason that they made Archangel in a token event this time instead of a playoff, because they probably would have done a playoff, but I think the reason was because they wanted him to be available for the entire like event series that's going on, because all of them, it's just like a series of sniper weapons, right? And if you get one of them throughout the series, you're going to want to be able to get the pilot too. So they just like keep the pilot available through all of it to keep it more relevant. But I think normally they would have put him in a playoff, because that's just kind of the new thing. It's just the new way that you get things these days. It was so funny. It's like my favorite thing ever. Hearing it just makes me in a better mood. Because it's so dumb. You meant the targeting system? Wait, what? Your last message was please. And the one before that was the Hangar review one. I don't understand what you're saying. Or what you're trying to saying. So... You asked what's new in the controls? Really? That's interesting. Well, I definitely don't see that message. It might have been automatically hidden. For, I don't know, if you used a specific emoji, YouTube sometimes doesn't like it, but usually it shows it to me, and then it stays there until myself or a mod takes care of it. So unless you said something ridiculous and Sentry decided that you shouldn't be allowed to speak, then it should have shown it. Oh, there we go. Finish my 140 blueprints. Very nice. Yeah, it's weird that this got bumped up to 140 blueprints. It's not like it was, you know... I mean, I don't really care because it's just 20 more blueprints, but it's like, I wonder why they decided it should be changed, right? No, not really sure. But also the victory points, hold on. If you go to like the season, and you go to like the info, league divisions. Yeah, victory points 30 as opposed to the, I think it used to be 15. Well, no, because it was 30 through both game modes, like tournament and not tournament. It was 15 for each, I want to say. But you get 20 victory points for regular matches as opposed to 15, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's just kind of out of nowhere that they changed it. I didn't say anything about it. Did I try Mina with Shadow? I did not. And the reason is because it would have cost me like a stupid amount to switch all my implants over, number one. Number two, I didn't have Mina at any reasonable level for a while, actually. So it would have been honestly kind of bad for a bit. And number 3, I feel like I don't really need the extra damage. I really don't. So if I'm going to be using it, I may as well be using it on a weapon that's like completely broken, like Arc Torrent. It said this service is not available? What? Interesting. What's this about a giveaway? It's the giveaway winners from the Acorn giveaway, which was my EM rifle video, but I didn't announce it in the video title, so if you weren't paying attention, you probably didn't notice it. But it's fine. It's fine. How am I, Blade Strike? I mean, I'm not doing great, but I'm not doing terrible, so I actually plan to get into later the kind of what's been going on with me, the reasons that I haven't been streaming and I haven't really been uploading much. So HQ, hello. How's our favorite YouTuber? Well, I don't know. You might want to ask. No, I'm kidding. There was an implant removal discount event a few weeks ago. Yes, I know. That was during around the time when I got Mina, but like I said, Mina was not like Max Mina is relatively recent development for me. She was because I was waiting for the pilot marks. Yeah, I didn't have enough. And I was not sure when I would get them, so I was like, yeah, no thanks. And again, like I said, Shadow deals more than enough damage. Plus, think about it this way. I could boost the damage of my 8 energy weapons, effectively 10 energy weapons because it's 25% buff, right? And I can get, what? The innate skill boost, which is 30%. Yes, there's a bunch of dogs barking. So instead of like 20 energy of damage, I could then be doing like 26 energy of damage. Cool. But if I did that to a 12, or, you know, effectively 24 energy of damage, then I end up getting like, what, 30 something. Some amount. I don't really feel like. Basically, if you're going to add a big buff to something, it may as well be the something that's already dealing more damage. Not to mention, it's also more sustainable damage. So that means that I can use less mag size as opposed to shotgun. I have to use a shot. If somebody is, you know, if I could one shot everybody, then it wouldn't matter. Like, it wouldn't matter what health they have. I'd have to use a shot, so it would take a fifth of my magazine every single time, which is not necessarily the case for a weapon like this. You get the extra damage buff, so you're not wasting damage, essentially. I get what you're saying, though. I did consider putting it on Shadow, just because it is kind of my favorite mech, but I felt like I didn't really need to. Maybe at some point, once enough things come out. You know, if there ends up being like other weapons that I want to do, and then I stop using arc torrents for the most part, which I doubt will happen. But like, if that does happen, then yeah, I'll definitely switch it over to Shadow. Just join, so you got that right. What were you talking about in the targeting system for discs? Oh, the wide targeting system is not as good as the vertical for disc launcher. The vertical is like, it allows you to aim more. It gives you less aiming correction, basically. So if you're using disc launcher and then there's somebody like behind cover, but there's a wall behind them. If I'm within 60 meters, then with the wide targeting system, it'll just curve toward them because it gives me like a lot of aiming correction, and it won't let me aim at the wall. It forces me to make it curve at them. But for the vertical, it allows me to just aim at the wall, but I don't care. Aiming at the wall is stupid because honestly, like, the AoE part of Disc Launcher is stupid. The curve part is cool, and I'll use that, but the AoE part is stupid. You heard from Scape? Well, welcome. Glad to have found you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I used to stream a lot, but I don't anymore. I got 20,000 pilot marks and no Mina option available, and I removed all my implants. Wow. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But I definitely do not have 20,000 pilot marks. I have... How many do I have? I think I'm approaching 7,000. Yeah, I got 6,000. And I'm going to save up for 7,000 so I can just get Yeti up the last rank and then max him out so that I can probably use Graviton... use this pilot for Graviton Beam as opposed to Asami, who doesn't have any Graviton implants. And it's kind of the same reasoning it's kind of the same reasoning here. Like, why am I not using Asami for Graviton Beam? Well, it's because Graviton Beam's already really good, and it doesn't need the help. Yes, I am that kind of person. Getting rid of Rocket Mortar, what should I go for? Right now I'm planning to rank up my Guardian, put Long Arm 12 and 8. Okay. I mean, if you don't have a sniper, then it's probably a good idea to, excuse me, go for some type of sniper. And if you have Long Arm 12, that's like a really, really good weapon. So you could put the 12s on Guardian until you max them out, then maybe remove those and put on Railgun instead. But to be completely honest with you, if you had a maxed out Guardian, you could still use Long Arm 12 and do just this. You could still perform about the same as Railgun, except you'd have to play it a little bit differently, obviously, because the optimal ranges are different. 11,000 marks and 40,000 parts. Upgrade some darn implants, dude. Don't you think Shadow Arc counters those EM rifle lovers? Shadow Arc? No. No. And why is it that Shadow Arc doesn't, but Shadow Shotgun might? It's because when you're using Arc Torrent, in order to keep your aim on the target and actually deal damage, as opposed to just like wasting your damage and doing just like the little sparks because you're not actually hitting your target, in order to do that while you're moving that fast, you have to, your only option is to just kind of move side to side. You can't move forward, you can't move back, you can't do any weird, unpredictable moves. Your only option is just a very linear playstyle. That's why I don't use Arc Torrent on Shadow. I used to, and then I used shotguns on Shadow. A lot of people either forgot or never knew that I used to main, even with Max Shadow, Arc Torrent 10, Arc Torrent 6. That's what I used until Shotgun 8s came out, and I used those for a fairly long time. And I can guarantee that Shotgun 8 is the better weapon for Shadow. Arc Torrent's good, it's okay, but again, it keeps you in a linear... It keeps you using like a linear playstyle where like you can't really do anything weird, you can't go around people, you can really only just like kind of keep a specific distance away and then move side to side to try to avoid some extra fire, but you can't really do anything crazy with it. And the fact that your movement's limited from the weapons means that it's really not going to be that hard for EM rifle people to hit you. But yes, stealth is going to be nice for sure. I'm actually not sure what I would say is like the best counter to EM rifle. Probably rocket mortar, but that's just because it's the best thing against everything. But yeah. But EM rifle, it's a problem in that it deals too much damage, but yeah, it's not so much of a problem that it's like no one can deal with it. I went up against a dude who had, I think it was near max 16s on his Guardian in a 5v5 match. He only killed me once. It only took one shot, but like he missed all the other times that he was trying to shoot at me, and he had that sucker out the entire time through both rounds. So like it's not the sort of thing that just like absolutely dominates in player versus player matches, but it is the sort of thing that absolutely dominates in like against bots. And honestly, that's just what the game is now, is who can farm all the bots first, and then whoever loses all their bots first usually loses. Gotta get past the dang Zephyrs first. That's true. Depending on the map, that's not too hard to do. If you're used to running Shadow, it's not that bad. Since I'm new, what mech should I max first? Good question. I don't know what you have. Every progress path mech that isn't legendary and cheetah. Okay. That's a way to describe it. But I don't think you can have every progress path mech. Well, I guess that's, yeah, those are the mechs that you have, but I'm talking about which ones do you normally use. Oh, you rotate between all of them. Never mind. I wouldn't have even had to answer that question if I continued reading. Let me see. Used Arc 10 and Shotgun 4 in your old vids. I did at one point, yeah. That was because it had 14 energy at rank 6, and I didn't have it at max yet. If you're new, don't think about maxing. Think about what mech you're going to mainly use. I think what he meant by since I'm new, I think he meant since I'm new to the channel, but I don't know that for sure. Because if he has all of the mechs, that means he has like Zephyr. And I think, actually, yeah, I think Zephyr's the latest mech that you can get that isn't legendary. Besides Cheetah. And I don't know what the order is for like Zephyr and Cheetah. You think the other targeting system makes sniping harder? The vertical? Yeah, probably. Slightly. Not a lot, but slightly. I cause problems to railgun players with Arc Shadow always. No, I'm sure you do. Shadow's just great. And I'm not saying that you can't use Arc Torrent Shadow well. Like I said, that's what I used to use a lot. And I did very well with it. And I have no doubt that you're doing well with your Arc Torrent Shadow. I'm just saying, it's not the most optimal weapon. So when you say, you know, could you do this thing with Shadow? Yeah, you could do that thing with Shadow. But, like, if you're going to specify Arc Torrent Shadow, I can't just... I might sound like a jerk for saying it, but, like, I can't just agree and be like, yes, that's true, you do this thing with Arc Torrent Shadow, because it makes it sound like I'm saying Arc Torrent Shadow is the way to go if you're in a specific situation, but that's not necessarily the case. Shadow in general is the way to go in a lot of situations, and you could use shotguns. You could even use like carbine and missile rack fairly effectively on Shadow. So again, not saying that those weapons are bad. Definitely second best weapons for Shadow. My SP is around 2.9 thousand. Should I save for Surge with Shotgun 8 or just focus on my main 3 mechs? By the way, my idea is that. Oh! Are we getting into Hangar reviews? You guys forcing me into Hangar reviews? Please make a custom match with subscribers. No, we're not doing custom today. That was not the plan. Because otherwise that'll get me going for a little too long. And I don't necessarily think I will be doing this for too long. You can't get Shotgun 8. What? Yeah, no, you can. They probably bought it for like $2 or something when they started, because it comes in like a really cheap offer. A lot of people have Shotgun 8 now. Okay. You're seriously go now? Your ID again? Good night day, anything? Okay. Buys around. I will do yours first, why not? Cause you wanted it so bad. 2822. Oh, I thought you meant buy with econ. Oh. No. Not sure. I mean, I don't really know. There might be like a derby event or something for it. I know there's a few. I know at one point there was a derby event for Javelin Rack 8 for like newer players, so I don't really know what's been going on in terms of like what new players see, because a lot of the stuff that I already have, so the event, even if it showed for people late game, which sometimes it doesn't, it wouldn't even show up for me because I already have it. So, yeah. The EM rifle disgusts me. True that. Yeah, it does. I mean, 6 and 10 seem okay. 10, I mean, I think in terms of like as a weapon, right? Like, I don't think any of them are okay, like as they are. They all do too much damage, like for what they are. But like, if 10 was the highest energy, then that's the most damage that you're dealing with the M rifle, which is fine, right? It's like, the fact that Shotgun 8 is basically a Shotgun 10, or the fact that Long Arm 12 is basically a Long Arm 15. Like, since there is no 16 variant or something of that, with that buff, then it's not super crazy. You're still fairly limited, and it doesn't become a big game-breaking issue. So, like, if they stopped at EM10 and then didn't go further than that, I think it would have been fine. Not necessarily because it's balanced as a 10 energy weapon, but because, late game, the most that you can get is 20 energy, and you won't be hitting like an absolute truck every single time. Unless you put it on Orion, then I guess technically you still will, but, people complain about that, but at the same time, you got a good, like, 10 seconds before that thing even gets its ability back, so it's not that big of a deal. What's your thoughts on Tengu? It is the best light mech. It's not meta at all. No light mechs are meta. But out of all the light mechs, it is probably the best one. Shadow is close second. For anybody who's experienced with Shadow, like, you can do better than a Tengu with Shadow if you're experienced, but, Tengu is just kind of generally better because it's generally easier to use. Alright, anyway, here we go. Let's go through this. I see a lot of Disc Launcher Orion. And I'm not necessarily going to say that doesn't work, because, like, on paper you kind of think, okay, well, its ability kind of curves, and the weapons also kind of curve, so why not, right? But honestly, even though just about every single player I've gone up against has a maxed out Orion with... well, every single player with Orion has it maxed out with Disc Launcher 12s, it doesn't do that well with Disc Launcher. Full disclosure, it really doesn't. You could use... honestly, long arm 8s might do better. Although your long arm 8s are probably like rank 2, so that's probably not true. But sniper weapons generally on Orion tend to work really well. Arcturus Stalker, that's really good. Misdirect kill shot, also very good. Shotgun surge, can't complain. Just 12 guardian, also can't complain. It's very good. I would swap out disc 8 with some type of... Honestly, you don't even have a sniper. So I would say, since Orion is really good as a sniper, and since you don't actually have a sniper in here, long arm 8s, or if you manage to get railgun, just throw a single railgun on there. That also works pretty well. Yeah, unfortunately, your long arm 8s are going to be pretty low level. I'm gonna assume. I'm not gonna bother looking at implants because that takes way too long. There's always somebody who does something weird and random, and I don't know what's going on, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm just doing this thing." It's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Yeah. 343-086. Weren't you one of the winners? I think you were. Yeah. Oh, you sent me a message too. I'm not looking at that unless you give me the okay. Okay. Shotgun on the Zephyr. Not bad. Not bad. Depending on which one you use more. I mean, Missile Rex are better for kill shot long term. But you could throw shotgun on, considering they're both 8 energy weapons. If you use kill shot more than you use Zephyr, you could just throw the shotguns on there because they are better than Missile Rex, to be fair. I already saw this, Arc 12's getting yourself set up for Max Stalker. That's really good. And then this is good, and then yeah, long arm 12 is kind of the only. But you were saying, she saved for Surge with Shotgunators, just focus on my main 3 mechs, by the way. Your ID is that. Okay, so your main 3 mechs are probably these. Because that would just make more sense. It's a good question. I guess it depends on how many Acoins you currently have. Like, it costs, what, 9,500 almost to get it. You have to go, sad 211. Okay, no worries. We're gonna get EM10 and swap something now. Oh, okay, okay. Sounds fun. I bought Voltaic RPGs early on. They were $1.99. Are they any good? Haven't spent any resources yet. Oh. Did you get the 8? If you got the VRPG 8, then no, that is garbage. The 14 and 16 are okay though. But for, for $2, honestly, that's not that bad. Because you got an epic weapon, an 8 energy weapon, which at mid-game, there are very few good weapons that you can, like, actually go for. Because you said that you bought it early on. So I'm going to assume that you're in, like, early game. But, like, mid-game, you have access to Arc Torrent 10, which is kind of expensive. Arc Torrent 6s are really good. Missile Rack 8, but then, like, you got, like, Pulse Cannon 8, which you're not going to use because that weapon's garbage. You got Carbine 8, which no one's going to buy because it's way too expensive. So, having an extra 8 energy weapon's not that bad. Theory the 8. Yeah, okay. No problem. Honestly, I think that's okay. For $2, you may or may not be saving yourself a lot of headache later, so. And even if you bench them, I'm sure you'll get some decent usage out of it. Does Warbots have disgusting OP weapons like EM Rifle too? Let me tell you, Tournament King, I actually just played a War Robots match earlier today for the sake of trying it again, because I haven't in, well, I did before, like maybe a month or so ago, but before that, before that was like years. It's been years since I played that game. And I'd heard a lot, because I'm still sort of very, very loosely following some of the YouTubers that make um, War Robots content. So like I kind of sort of knew what was going on in a lot of cases, but they have this stupid machine gun. It's like disc launcher. It's a homing machine gun, except it'll make a full U-turn around a building. It doesn't care. Like that sucker's gonna get you. And it's not fun. Me no likey. You try to be back soon, okay? Screw kill shot, yes indeed. Bossy, okay, sure. 2571 2794. I like the Surge. A lot of people are equipping Shotgun 8s on the Surge, which is what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, I know, like, the Shotgun 8 uh, season pass, I think it was the very first one, and that was probably the best one, too, but the Shotgun 8 season pass was forever ago. And here a lot of people are. Just about every low-level Surge has Shotgun 8s on it. So you can definitely get them earlier on. Probably for like a couple bucks, but definitely a good weapon to get. You got the Arc 12 too. Kind of setting yourself up for some future killing. I like that. Disc 12 and 8 on Guardian, not bad. Long arms on Brick House, not bad. And then Missile Rack on Zephyr. I mean, would I change anything? I guess is the question. You got 18 energy on Ares. Honestly, I think it's fair to point out just from right now, like from the get-go, you're going to want to eventually put Arc 12s on Surge if and when you get it maxed out. Like Arc Torrent Surge is really stupid good. And since shotguns, are max 8 energy, you're obviously going to have to swap them out at some point. But that's fine. So once you get your Surge to 18 energy, it might be worth swapping these around at least. You may not really need Zephyr if you already have Surge, to be honest. And if you were to get rid of Zephyr, I would say put Panther in, because Panther's kind of like the second best mech. And then, not really sure. I don't know what other weapons you have, to be fair. But, yeah. Whatever it is that you want to swap out, if you feel like using something different. I mean, if there's a light mech that you want to use, you could put that instead of Zephyr, and then eventually you could put the Shotgun 8s on that, and, you won't end up benching the Shotgun 8s permanently. That's what I do with Shadow. Shadow's a really good choice if you have it. You'll eventually want to switch out your Brick House for something else, because Brick House doesn't stay relevant for very long. Probably Panther as your sniper. Again, Panther is really good. Ares, you'll eventually probably swap for Stalker if and when you get it, but Ares is also really good, so that could stay. Same with Guardian, same with Surge. But yeah, you can maybe just like swap those weapons around or something. Or put the shotguns on Zephyr and then the Missile Racks on Ares and then the Arcus on that if you really wanted to, but Honestly, the shotguns would do better on Ares. Long arm 12, yeah, Shadow. Okay, okay. The long arm 12s on Panther would be nice. For sure. So you could do Shadow instead of Zephyr, and then Shadow will really help you because these 4 mechs are all pretty slow and not really able to get out of the way of rocket mortars if somebody starts spamming them on you. And I wouldn't say usually, but I am fairly often able to take care of mortar problems with Surge because it's got the stealth, it's got the dash, it's really stupid good now. But if you happen to die with Surge because it's like the first thing you spawn, or if it died doing something else, then having like a backup mortar destroyer would be really good and keep you from like like throwing your phone at the wall later or something because some idiot spamming mortars on you. So that would be a good idea. And then shotguns on Shadow are honestly your best option for Shadow. Missile racks, if you have missile rack 12, that's really good. And you can put those on Ares and that does very well. Otherwise, yeah, you could just... I don't know. I'm sure you'll figure something out, but you're not going to want to swap both of these out immediately because something tells me if you're not using Shadow and you're not using Panther right now, it's because they're fairly low rank. They're like 2 or 3, my guess is. And in that case, yeah. In that case, they would be very weak, so you'll want to do like one at a time as opposed to trying to swap them both out at the same time, because otherwise that could kind of ruin your team for a while. You need to think of your hanger? Okay. Let me see what everybody else is saying before I go on. I go on too long. Except for EMP range implant should not exist. That's true. That's true. Or, you know, at least the base radius should be like 20 meters. And then the maximum should be 30 meters. Because the implant gives plus 50% at max. So, or maybe like 25 meters. I don't know. 30 meters is very doable. And I think if you have 30 meters on a Zephyr, it's not that good, but it's okay. It's pretty good, but it's not that good. So you could get away with like 25 as the base, and then plus 50% would get you like 12, and then you'd end up with 37, which is good, but it's not unreasonable. I guess the only well-balanced game is Mech Warrior. I mean, that might be true. That might be true. Is that a mobile game? I've been trying to keep track of a lot of different mech games, just in case this one goes under. I've been keeping my eye on a couple beta ones. And, you know, somewhat open to going back to War Robots if this game gets too bad. But, yeah, let me know what's going on with that game, because that could be interesting. I know Battle of Titans or whatever is also like a very free-to-play friendly game. It's just like it never got updated because it's very old and probably just didn't earn enough money from existing because it was so free-to-play friendly. What did you get for the free spin of EM Rifle Crate Rush? 50,000 credits. It was very underwhelming, but considering everything, I probably wouldn't want to use that weapon anyway, so 50,000 credits is fine. Wanted to put disc on Ares. That's fair. And then Guardian could have, I don't know, if you got Graviton Beam, then that would be good for Guardian, but otherwise I'm not really sure. Guardian's really good with disc launcher, but so is Ares. PC game, the original mech game? Okay. Gotcha. I'm not much of a PC gamer, and my laptop is not able to process very many things. If you have a decent PC though and are able to play it, then you should try. Uh, there's like a newer mech game coming out called Galahad 3093 or something like that. But it looks good. It's just like super laggy on my end. I think it's still in like the playtest phase, but you should try it. You should try it. 98611 H4 Sanji. Okay, Disc Panther, very popular. Disc MD, Disc Ares. I feel like it's unnecessary to use Disc Launcher on all three. I really do. Especially since these are... Well, I guess once you get your Panther Max, then you could put two 16s on that, and then two 8s on that, and then keep the two 12s on that. I don't know, though. How do you spell that? It's Galahad, like the War Robots mech. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 3093, but if you just type Galahad into Steam, it should show up. Was Panther Disc Launcher for the Disc Launcher Challenge? Okay, okay. Well, don't change things around and then ask me to give you my opinion and then tell me that this isn't the way that you normally have your Hangar, because it kind of defeats the purpose. Usually use railgun and long arm telephone. Okay, I think I do remember that now that you mention it. Fair enough. 2 Disc Launcher builds. I don't know. I mean, Arc Torrent Surge is really good. That's a solid build right there. You keep that the way it is. As is Disc Launcher Ares. Shotguns. I feel like shotguns on MD might be better. And then you could potentially put... I mean, you could put more disc launchers on Orion, but Orion's more of a sniper than anything. Even though shotguns would be good for it. Like, well, I wouldn't necessarily say good for it, but like shotguns would deal a lot of damage. You could deal a lot of damage to a single mech. Shotguns already deal a lot of damage, and you won't really be saving yourself a lot of shots. No problem, Term, okay? So it comes back to like the thing I was saying before about like pilots, where you maybe save one shot, but even still, it's just like you're still wasting a lot of damage. Like no matter what, when you shoot one time, you're using up a fifth of your magazine. So the extra damage buff doesn't really help unless you're able to save a significant number of shots for your magazine. But that's only for the one enemy that you mark, right? It's not even for like other people, because let's be honest, it doesn't transfer that often. So maybe disc launcher there and then shotgun there. And I know that you've tried MD with shotguns. I know that you prefer disc launcher just because like you're a little more supportive, but maybe just try being slightly more aggressive with it. I know that you'll follow people around too, and the thing is when you're in an MD, the only people who really the people who need your help the most are the people who are like on the front lines. So you'll be close to the enemies anyway. So you should be able to make good use of the shotguns. I'd say try that for a while and just see if you like it better. I use a railgun on Ryan and he slams. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He does. But then, like, what would you put on Panther, right? And you could do a 16 and 8 disc launcher on Panther, A lot of people do like Disc Launcher Panther because it's the easiest build to get good kills with. Doesn't necessarily have the highest potential in terms of like Panther or Disc Launcher builds go, but it's guaranteed to get you at least a few. Which is fair, but I'd still recommend swapping out MD Disc Launcher for something more shotgun-like. Use shotguns on MD, but Disc Launcher's more mobility. Yeah. No, I get you. And Disc Launcher's really good for MD because you can curve it around corners, which means that you don't have to be exposed to people while you're shooting at them, and being exposed to people is really important for MD because if they're able to shoot you, then your ability does nothing. But you'll have to use a bit more of a hit and run type tactic where like you kind of hide behind corners and don't shoot at anybody for a little while. But once you come out and unload your weapons on them, you'll do a lot more damage than Disc Launcher will. Like 2 shotgun 8s, pretty sure even if they're like a rank or 2 lower, you'll deal a bit more damage than a single Disc Launcher 16. So it definitely will require a bit of a different playstyle, but most weapons do. Okay, is that everybody? Not seeing anybody else. Let's play another one. You know what? Why not? I got enough. You? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Getting Ares to 20 energy today. Nice. Ryan, I need to finish some of these tasks. Hey, sticky pickle. Ouch. Oh, well this isn't good. Come on. Fire at the guy that's literally right in front of you. Not me. That's so sad. We didn't get to get 10,000 pilot tokens, get assigned to 6-star. Nice. Hi, bye. Another one of those people who just like insists on using javelin rack kill shot fake game. It's weird. Like, I don't understand. Hi. I mean, that's good. I don't like this. The update made it so I can't like do the reaction thingy when I want to. Oh god. Oh, go away. Like I couldn't give that guy a thumbs up. And then sometimes when it pops up, it automatically, hold on. Yep, bye. Yeah, it automatically like gives a reaction that I'm not able to change afterward. So like sometimes I do the Angie, and sometimes I do the pointy finger, and then sometimes I do the pointy finger without the pointy finger, which honestly there's no reason I even have that one. Like just leave the Angie, and then honestly even just the Angie. Like you don't need 3 different Angies, because everybody uses all 3 of them for the same reason. Okay, well, I know you wanted me to just come back over there, but... Oh, goodbye. I don't like disc launcher juggernauts in the bot roster. It's no fun. They're ruining my shadow mojo. Out of here. I think Pickle Rick is gone. No, he's murdering. Never mind. It's fine. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. There we go. There we go. Good, 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 good. There we go, there's one. Come on. There's two. Hi. You forgot something. Nerd. Oh, okay, well that was weird. It lagged for a bit. That was his last dude, I think. Hey. Look at that MVP with mortars, who would have thought? Ugh. Oh, you said get a summon to 6-star, then I'll get my shotgun pilot and maybe transfer implants to her for MD. Okay, fair enough. I mean, do whatever you want, honestly, but if you're gonna ask for my opinion, I'm just gonna give you my opinion. If you don't want to do it, then feel free not to. Just got to finish Orion event. Nice. Gecko, hello. Ruffles, remember me? I do remember you. Long time no see, indeed. Yeah, I hate the position of it at the bottom right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You accidentally hit a button, but there's like a bug or something where you can't actually purposely choose one half the time. It only works if you accidentally do it. I swear it knows. And that's just no fun. Do you think Anya's balanced because she's so overpowered with Arc 12 and her? No. No legendary pilot is balanced. Let me just get that clear right now. That's 100% with implants anyway. It's 100% extra damage, but only 40% extra HP. It's stupid. There's way more damage than there is HP, and that just makes legendary pilots honestly just an awful idea. If they're not going to balance the damage in HP, then they're always going to be a bad idea, because all you got to do is throw it on an already high damage weapon and you get something that's just like absolutely stupid. And has no reason to exist. Also learned that most people die to mortar because they run with their flank pointing to the explosion. I mean, some people do, yeah. I tend to back up. But also, it has a lot to do with, like, you know, reaction time, the mech that you're using. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. They just, like, they deal too much damage regardless of what you try to use. It's not going to work out for you. There's a lot of things that go into it, but sometimes it doesn't even, like, give the mortar warning. Flank pointing explosion. You mean players run into the mortars? No, what he means is, like, you run away from the mortars, and, like, you turn and run away from it, or, like, run forward as opposed to walking backward, because then where the mortar hits is behind you as opposed to in front of you, so it's dealing double damage, and you end up taking more damage than if you just backed up. EM rifle and Archangel is way more unbalanced. You can't even use tanks now. I mean, yeah. I would say that tanks are technically the only ones that can actually survive a hit now, but honestly, yeah, considering it's got like a 3-second reload, it doesn't even matter. Like, people are alternating their shots anyway. They're not firing them both at the same time. If you didn't die in the first hit and your shield blocked it or something, then you're going to die by the next hit that's coming in like half a second. So, can't really argue with that. But yeah, that's an extreme example of what I was talking about too. Is like legendary pilots are ridiculous. EM rifle is a mega overpowered weapon, and then you pair that with even more damage from some stupid pilot that gives you way more damage than it should, and you get an even less balanced thing. It basically just increases the gap between balanced and unbalanced equipment, and it's kinda dumb. You think Arc 12 Guardian would be good with Mina Pilot? Yeah. Also, I got Missile Rack. Okay. Arc Torrent Guardian is not bad. It's just not something that you can use late game because, well, it's not something you necessarily want to use late game, right? Because if you had a maxed out Guardian, then you get 32 energy, and that's 18 energy, or not 18, 8 energy going to waste, even if you're using 2 Arc 12s on it. So you could be putting 2 Arc 12s on like a medium mech as opposed to a heavy one, but up until that point, if it's still like rank 4 or 5, then yeah, you should be fine. It'll get you pretty far. I used Arc 12s, I think, on my Max Guardian, and it still works really well. And that was before I got a legendary pilot for it, so. Also, I feel because of low-level players that bots should be nerfed. No. No, they really shouldn't. Bots are stupid, and you will always kill more of them than they will of you. It's just that people see, oh, this YouTuber got like 30 kills in one match. How come I can only get like 10 kills in a match? And it's not particularly unbalanced. The bots don't need an equipment nerf, and yeah, don't bother mentioning. let me just put it out right here. Do not bother telling me about the legendary pilots that people don't have access to, or the legendary implants that they got. I am fully aware of that, but that is not even enough to compensate for how stupid they are sometimes. They don't need an equipment nerf. What they need is to just not exist, because it's not necessarily, the problem with bots is not necessarily that they have too good of stuff, or that they're too effective. It's that they do things and they use things that no regular sane player would ever do or use, and it makes the entire game experience just not great, to be completely honest. Like, every single bot will target you as opposed to other bots. And that would never happen in a realistic 5v5 scenario. Like, in no cases in almost no cases, would an entire team all focus on you as opposed to the 3 dudes that are right in front of them. So, it's the stuff like that, and just the random other things that bots do that are so unrealistic, that kind of ruin the experience for people, and it makes it so that they can't really play the game the way that they want to play it, or the way that they feel like it should be able to be played. You have to account for the fact that they don't operate like a normal player would. A bot Zephyr freezing you when you're Panther. Yeah. I mean, bot Zephyrs are annoying. The worst thing about bot Zephyrs is that, for whatever reason, every single bot has one, And not only that, but they all feel the need to spawn them at the same time. Like, bots are programmed to spawn certain mechs in certain kind of scenarios, I'm assuming. And so when that little code is activated, then every single bot that dies within a period of time is going to respawn into their Zephyr, and that gets you into this stupid Zephyr chain that you physically cannot escape from. And again, that's another thing that just would realistically, that would never happen. No, like if it was an actual 5v5, not everyone would have a Surge and a Zephyr. In fact, most people would have one or the other. Very, very few people have both. So, if they had Surge, but like every single bot has Zephyr, and it's like, again, it's unrealistic. Also, why do bots have legendary pilots and implants? Again, Sentry. I just said, they don't need an equipment nerf. That doesn't even begin to compensate for how stupid they are if you actually know how to deal with a bot. If you're dying a lot by bots, it is 100% not because they have legendary implants or because they have legendary pilots. You would die if they had epic or even rare ones, because you're clearly just not approaching it the right way. Like, yeah, everybody can die by a bot every now and again, but like if bots are like a huge issue for you, then it's not the equipment. Can guarantee you that much. It's because you're trying to play the game based on the perspective of that it's you versus 5 other players, and you're just kind of doing what you would normally do in a situation like that. But it's not you against 5 other players. It's you against 5 bots who all want to kill you over anyone else. OST C-bots with stasis beam and thermal lance. Almost on all mechs at least once. Yeah. Stasis beam is a really common weapon for them to use. I think part of it's because they don't use late progress path equipment. Like, they don't use Redox, they don't use Brickhouse. They use Surge now, but they don't use Brickhouse or Redox really. I think there's a point in the game where bots probably do use Brickhouse, but not Redox, I don't think. There was, at one point, Redoxes in the bot cycle, but they haven't been for a while. And they also won't use Railgun. So, the only other, like, high-energy weapon is Stasis Beam 16, so that ends up being put onto at least one mech every time they change the bots around. When you fight mortar players, make sure you have your sprint ready when out in person. When out in person, I don't know why I read it like that. Out in the open, duh. Yeah, depending on the mech though, and depending on whether or not you saw it quickly enough. It takes longer to run forward and then try to turn around and to get your and to take the front damage as opposed to back damage, because make no mistake, if you're in a quick mech, then sure, that works fine. Like, that's the best way to get away from it. But if you're in something that's slow, running will not help you. You kind of have to just back up, because you won't be able to run forward far enough and be able to turn around quickly enough to where you'll take front damage as opposed to back, because you will take damage if you're up against a player with a decent rocket mortar radius implant. But yeah, anything with a reasonable amount of speed, and if you're fairly far away, yes, just running away typically works. It's one of the main reasons I love Agora 5v5 maps so much. It's because there's so much space to just be able to get out of the way of those things. If you're in a mech lower than 20 kilometers an hour speed, you're probably dead anyway. That's more or less true. Yeah. But even, like, 2022, you'll probably take a little bit of damage, and that little bit of damage could turn into a lot of bit of damage if you take it to the bag, so. Depending on the situation, yeah. It does depend on the situation. Only thing I don't like on bots is Zephyr with EMP radius. Yeah. I mean, that implant's just kind of generally stupid. But again, it comes back to... Well, there's two reasons that that's stupid. Number one is that they put the radius implant on the bots only for 5v5 and 2v2, which are the smallest maps. If they had it for CPC, I wouldn't mind so much, because at least there's more space for you to avoid them. But 5v5 and 2v2, there is so much less space, and they give you 40. They give them 45-meter stun radius, and it's like, oh my word. But even that, it kind of comes back to realistically, there wouldn't be like 4 Zephyrs all in a row, all stunning you one after another, again and again and again. Like, realistically, late game, you probably wouldn't even find one. You'd find a bunch of surges, but you probably wouldn't even find a single Zephyr. So, like, maybe mid-game you'd find a couple, but then those people would also spawn them at different times. So very, very rarely would you actually realistically be in a situation where there's 2 Zephyrs just stunning you back and forth and you can't move. Not because of legendary implants and Zephyr laughs and shock pulse radius. Yeah. Again, though, it's not even necessarily the radius, because you get frozen by Zephyrs in CPC, too. It's the fact that the map is so small, and the fact that there's at least 3 of them. If there was just one, not so big of a deal. I've seen a brick house bot? No, I know, that's what I said. I said that I'm pretty sure, like, late game there aren't any, and there haven't been for a while. But I think early, like, mid-late game, there's probably brick house bots in the cycle somewhere. And I have seen them before, just not in like a really long time, so I didn't bother mentioning it. And then a girl will have so many disc panthers. Disc launcher isn't great for range, honestly, though. You hide behind those little ramps at the spawn, and you use snipers, and you can try to disc launcher me all you want. I'm gonna snipe the crap out of you. I had 4 Zephyrs in front of me at Tunnel of Fate. Yeah, I believe it. I'm pretty sure... Was it... I think it wasn't too long ago. It was like a couple weeks ago or something. I saw somebody had a screenshot of a 5v5 match, and there was 5 Zephyrs and enemy Zephyrs in front of him. And he's just like... You couldn't do anything. And that's just like the stupidest situation to find yourself in, because it's so unrealistic, and it would only happen with dumb bots that only want to kill you and nobody else. Just like the mechanics of bots frustrate me more than like the stuff that they give to bots. Okay. Oh man. This is irritating. What did I... Wait. How does that happen? Oh, you know what I bet? Because I'm thinking, I'm looking at it here, right? And I'm thinking, 1 win gets you 50 points. How in the world did I end up with a 45 extra? But then I remember yesterday I had 35 extra. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if you're top, then you get 50. But if you're like second or third, you get lower. Down to probably 5. I'm in the map where you can't use mortars except for those 2 holes. Oh, like the really close range kind of indoor temple one? I don't remember what it's called. Alright, well this will take me like 2 more games. I know I don't have any battle points, but I'll get it. It'll be refreshed once I reach 2,000 anyway, so I don't really care. Sentry, why you gotta be this way? Look here. Look here, Sentry Man. I see you there. Oh! Hey! Out of here! There you go. Hey, I was able to congratulate him that time. Sure. I'll have to use... Sorry. Not really, but kind of. Aw. Damn it. He was trying to get in to crash me. No thanks, I'm leaving. I was evicted. Go away. Oh, are you kidding me? Hey, wanna not? Got enough here. Got enough here that I can breed them out. Oop. He's gonna try to get behind me now. Aw. Oh, really? He's already got 90. Never mind. GG. I wasn't paying attention to the influence after I saw that it was like 40 and 50. Man. I swear it racks up too quickly. I had you. I was playing the long game, Sentry. I just keep forgetting that I keep misjudging how quickly the center beacon gives you points. I had it. Probably. At least I like to think that I did. So much missed the vibe. Can we expect to stream a lot more just for the coin announcement winners? Even though nice one. Honestly, I don't really know. And that would probably be a decent time to kind of transition into second part of what I wanted to kind of cover for the stream. And that's to kind of catch everybody up on what's been going on, like why haven't I been streaming or uploading or whatever. And basically, for the most part, I was working a specific job. I'm not going to say what it was. And I had an apartment, and I was streaming a lot from there because it was fine, you know, it was convenient. And recently, I decided to go back and actually take college classes because I didn't. And I'm 23 now, which is not important. I don't care if you guys know that. But I figured, okay, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm probably gonna want to do it now as opposed to later. Like, it's not getting any better waiting. So that's what I've been doing. And since I am no longer working, I no longer have my apartment or my cat, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, so I wouldn't say I've been busier. I've honestly probably had more time on my hands, but at the same time, I've had very little privacy as I'm staying with my parents and like what, four of my seven siblings. So yeah, it's been a little hectic. I don't really like the idea of I don't really like the idea of streaming with like a bunch of noise in the background. And I know I could, and I know that maybe you guys wouldn't mind, and maybe they wouldn't mind, but honestly, I would kind of mind. Like, I don't really enjoy streams where there's a bunch of noise in the background, and I wouldn't really enjoy streaming if there was a bunch of noise in the background. So, yeah, that's been more or less the reason that I haven't been streaming. And since I was taking a break from streaming for a while, I was like, okay, you know, I'm already going to be doing a lot less content, so I may as well upload less often and focus a little bit more on, you know, general quality of my videos as opposed to just the quantity of them, because I was doing like one per day or whatever, and that worked. Like, I was able to do it, but at the same time, wasn't able to really put in the time or effort or make each video useful in the way that I wanted it to be. So, yeah. Yeah, I decided to do that too. In terms of like, will I be streaming regularly again? What's like my upload schedule? I've been honestly kind of kind of taking a little bit of a break just from like working on videos a lot. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. Like, I'm okay with the way that the Tank Nihilus interview ended up. I like the way that I edited it. I like the way that it turned out, but it ended up being, I don't know. I mean, it could just be like a random happenstance. Like, not a lot of people may happen to see it, but I don't know if I need to like rethink the way that I make things to try to better optimize it for YouTube algorithm or make better thumbnails or whatever. I thought the one that I made was pretty good, but I don't know. You going to community college? I am, yeah. For now. It's a 2-year program, and then I'm gonna transfer to university to save on monies. Because yes, the only monies I am getting is from YouTube and art commissions. Because yes, I do draw, but not a lot of people know that, and not a lot of people commission me, which is fine. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the only money that I'm getting apart from like college grants, and that doesn't really last me that long, to be honest. Because yeah, basically I get very, very little uh, from from like student loans or whatever. I get a very small amount from that because of certain things with my parents, because like they have to like fill out information, and then some of that information affects um, whether or not you get a lot or a little or whatever. Some fine women in community college. It's true. It's true. In fact, I'm not saying anything, but I went there earlier today and can confirm. But yeah, I took the I took the college semester over the past few months. Or the college semester. The fuck. I took the summer semester over the last few months. Man, I'm stupid. And now this is the first time in a while because it's. What was the ladies' man? Absolutely not. And the reason is because I'm like really short. I'm 23, but I'm 5'4", and I look like I'm like probably 12. So I feel like people just kind of don't really know what's going on with me. And also, for whatever I might seem like, I'm like super antisocial. I don't know what to say to people to their faces. I'll say things online because you don't have a face to pin it to. And if you had a problem with it and it's became an issue, I can just block you. But that doesn't really work in other places. You see the problem that I'm having. He said he can't confirm a date, and then he goes dead silent. Well, look, I won't elaborate, but I can confirm. What do you think of Mr. Act 12's? What would be the best mech for it? I'm assuming is what you're saying. There are a few. Surge is good with them, but he's significantly better with Arc Torrent. So if you have Surge, you definitely want to go Arc Torrent. If you have Stalker, then you're going to want to use Disc Launcher. But if you're using Stalker and Ares or Juggernaut, then Ares and Juggernaut are also like really good mechs for Missile Rack 12. Some of my favorites for Missile Rack 12, not gonna lie. Killshot is obviously one of them. It's probably technically the best, just because of all of the mechs, Killshot is the most meta out of all of the 24 energy mechs that are not Stalker, because Stalker is not good with Missile Rack, and you could ask me why, but I'm not going to tell you why. If you really don't know, then okay, but I've gone over it multiple times and it's a mouthful, so. You sound 23. Yeah, well, I am 23, so that checks out. No, but like I'm really short though, and I don't look 23. It's like I see a lot of people, and they're like, I hear that they're 20, and it's like, my goodness, you don't look like you're 20. You're like twice my size, and you got a beard and everything. I'm like, oh gosh. Best pickup line, hey, you know I'm a YouTuber. I got 1,000 subscribers. You know, I'm pretty sure you told me that before, Tournament King, but you said that it wasn't in Mech Arena. And it's weird that your name is Mech Arena Tournament King, but you have 1,000 subscribers, not for Mech Arena. Full disclosure. But yes, I'm pretty sure I knew that. Yeah, because if you did show your face, it'd be an evil ruffles and a wide ruffle. Dude, Sentry, I am not gonna lie, that is the first thing that I want to happen when I do show my face. In fact, there was that old Twitch stream that you could have done that too, but you didn't. That's fine. But I fully expect, and I would have it no other way. Okay, let me just put it that way. I would have it no other way. There best darn better be a wide 504 and and uh and evil ruffles. Evil ruffles would be weird. Reality's really messed up. Wish expectations could be a little bit real. We'll believe that our ruffles is a little antisocial. Hey, look, it's true. Like, to an almost unhealthy degree sometimes, I don't talk to people. Because I don't know what to say to people. At least here, I know that everybody's interested in Mech Arena, so I have a lot to talk about, right? But what do I have to talk about to some random person? I don't do things that most random people do, I don't think. Apart from, like, watch YouTube videos, and that's not exactly conversation-worthy. Content creation is fun, you can make good friends. Agreed. How 23 are you? Well, it's like, I'd say I'm between 22 and 24. I can't really like pin down exactly how 23 I am though. What's the old vid name? Oh, you mean the stream? Oh, it's long since gone. Twitch only keeps old streams for 2 weeks, I think, and then it gets rid of them. So unless somebody clipped it, ain't nowhere to be found. He's very 23. I am very 23. Just learn about people. Yeah, I gotta do my research. I really just what the hell am I gonna talk to people about? Exactly. Like, some people just like, they make it look so easy, and it's like, well, did anybody clip it? No, I don't think so. I have like 2 clips on my Twitch channel, and I'm pretty sure both were accidental. So one of might have been me. I'm just saying, just putting that out there. But yeah, I don't really do a whole lot, and I mean, it should be okay. It should be okay though. It's not like I never talk to people, and it's not like I don't necessarily know how to talk to people. I mean, I kind of don't, but I kind of do at the same time. But you know, just like randomly running into somebody, what are you gonna say? But like, if they're in the same class as you, at least you have some kind of common ground there. So I'm like, I'm not stressing about it or anything. Those some people are the cool people. Yeah. Very cool people. Okay. Let me check this. What do I have left? Lots. All of it, basically. Upgrade Orion Mech's rank 1 to... Oh, I mean... I was actually considering doing that anyway. Oh, crap. Well, never mind. There goes that dream. I have to get it all the way up to level 7. Never mind. Just smile and say, how was your weekend? And learn about their lives if you don't know what to say. Whoa. But, I don't know, man. If you go to America, you can easily talk to strangers. Is that true? I feel like other places are more like that than America. Everybody's like... I mean, maybe it's just because I am so dang short that people don't really know what's going on, but like I feel like everybody is just like kind of trying to avoid eye contact and not socialize like as much as possible. You do think I could make a lot of friends? Yeah? Well, I appreciate that, but at the same time, where? I don't know. I mean, just like random places that I go to. To be fair, I also don't really go places. Like I said, I don't, I don't do things. Okay, you don't want. I don't want to. I don't want to go places. I'd rather play a mobile game. At the same time, what? I'm super awkward around people. So, in order for me to get comfortable talking to people, like if you remember, because you probably do, if you remember the first time I actually streamed, uh, I was not, yeah, it wasn't great. And even still, it's a little bit weird. I stutter a lot, and I rethink what I'm saying, and I don't finish my sentences because I don't think very quickly. Quite a lot of the time, I actually like I'm not mentally prepared for conversation at this point. So like if I'm saying something, I have to, especially if it's not something that I'm familiar with. Like again, like I'm not even finishing my sentences. But if it's Mech Arena related or something like that, I already know basically everything about Mech Arena. I got that information. It's all just information, right? It's fine. And like nobody cares about my opinion. They want to know the facts, and I got the facts. Um, in terms of like other conversations, I have to like mentally prepare myself for them, and that sometimes results in like an hour conversation with myself beforehand, and almost always it results in being like, okay, there's no scenario in which this actually goes any way that I really want it to, or where it doesn't end in like a super anticlimactic like thing where I essentially wasted my time, got no information, they got no information, nothing happened, like statistically speaking. And yes, I am like this in real life. I'm being dead serious. And so like if nothing technically came of it, then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna bother saying anything because there's no realistic scenario in which it matters. I mean, where do you think is more friendly than America? Man, I don't know, but I want to say I heard that somewhere was like really friendly towards strangers, but I don't know. It could have been wrong. It was probably Reddit, and thinking about it, I can't exactly trust that information very well. The way I make friends is by getting paired up by the teacher. Oh, well, okay. I hope to goodness that I don't have to have a partner for my classes. I don't want it. I want to have to deal with people. Because then I gotta feel like they're judging me the whole time. Sorry, I missed the response for the Misdirect 12, and who would be the best mech for them? Best mech, probably Killshot. Second best mech, I would have to say Ares. Ares is really good with them. Believe it or not, Ruffles, you're pretty interesting. Just don't be dead inside when you talk. Okay. What about dead outside? Can I be dead outside? Yeah, a lot of it's just like kind of conversation starters, getting myself comfortable around people. When I'm comfortable around people, then I basically like this. I don't care. I'll be my weird self. But yeah, it's kind of getting past that's a little awkward sometimes, but oh well. You look dead. I mean, no, I can't really say that I necessarily do. I mean, like I said, I look really young. Like I'm really short, and I look like I'm like 5 years younger than I actually am, and when I walk at like full speed. Like I'm full sending that shit. Wherever I'm going, I'm getting there quickly. But I mean, I could look dead. I could look dead inside if I wanted to. Outside, not so much. I was just asking for clarification, okay? You might have to do group assignments. Whoa, hold up. Hold the phone. Group assignments. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't to sign up for that. Me no likey. Like the body language? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what body language looks like. I don't know what good body language looks like, okay? So they could be throwing me like mad signs to GTFO, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Do you walk like someone is shooting mortars at? Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm under constant mortar fire, dude. Constant. And it's got to be weird. I like to imagine being the other people that are like watching me too, right? Because like I'm this really short dude and I'm walking faster than like half of people can run because I'm going places. And it's just like my normal pace and they're like, "Man, this guy is on a mission. He's got something on his mind." And I'm just like going to my car. And they don't know what's going on. Group assignments happen a lot because enjoy getting to know people and making friends. Dad, do I have time for friends? Do friends have time for me? Do time have friends for me? I don't know. Could you possibly consider to do a second face live stream? Whoa, a second face? I don't know if I have a second face, but if I have it, I will I will equip it. Can't guarantee it'll be maxed though. Probably like a rank 1 or 2. But I'll equip a new face if I get one. Bros like Shadow short and fast. Exactly. Exactly. Like this is me. This guy's me. Sentry knows what's up. I have like stealth mode too. Like I can. It was actually. it was mostly from like martial arts class that I took a while ago, and I don't really talk about it because I know that nowadays, I guess like martial artists are like a dime a dozen. They're like super common. Just about everybody's got like everybody took karate lessons for whatever reason or however long. But like I worked for mine. Okay, I was the best in my class constantly. I got awards for being the best in my class. I did this for like 7 years. So I don't necessarily want to like have to explain to people how much better I am than every other martial artist that they compare me to, but because it sounds bad when you say it, right? Exactly. And then yeah, so I just kind of don't talk about it. But it is true. And when I was there, I was constantly trying to, work hard, do things as best as I could. And even though I'm a little short dude, I was really fast, and I was honestly pretty darn good at it. And then, yeah, that kind of got me into just like walking fast, generally speaking. And also, I would sneak up on people while I was at work because it was a lot of fun. I would see how long I could follow them around without them knowing that I was there. Black belt, yes. I am a well, technically a second degree black belt because the place that I went to, there's like you get black belt after 4 years, and then you get a second degree black belt after another 2 years, and then I did that for another year, and then I fell into like a really really bad uh, mental state, so I ended up quitting that. It was it was good though. It was a good idea. Probably. I don't know. Also, haven't really exercised outside of that, and that was like 3 years ago, so maybe it wasn't a good idea. He sneaks up on people another way. He's like shadows. Still, exactly. That's what I was saying. I'll have to see what my ability duration is, though. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it in a while. Other ways like shadow close quarters combat. I mean, you could use other things on Shadow, to be fair. Depression, yeah. I mean, everybody has it, and I don't necessarily want to talk about it because, again, it comes down to people just kind of judging me. Like, people make a lot of assumptions when you tell them things. And honestly, my my objectivity and my willingness to like look at every single angle of every single thing has helped me a lot in Mech Arena, and becoming one of the most knowledgeable players. And that's great, but it doesn't really help me around people. So, you know what I'm saying. I'm not depressed, I think. Well, if you are a sentry, then I am very, very sorry. I am definitely not anymore. That was like, what, 4 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago. When it started, anyway. I mean, it went for like 2 or 3 years, but that's whatever. I didn't make any really huge mistakes during that I like beat myself up over constantly. And that's kind of where my antisocial nature kind of saved me there. So I'm sure if I was more social, I would have done something really stupid. So yay me. Do I sound like it? Well, no, you were asking a question. Sentry, okay. I wasn't insinuating anything. I can't tell sarcasm over a text or like text message of any kind. I don't know what sarcasm looks like. I know what it sounds like. I don't know what it looks like. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what I think, honestly. Just turn off objectivity mode when making friends. Man, I wish I could, but at the same time, like I was saying before, I get into like this stage where like I'm running through scenarios in my head and I realize, okay, well there's no real reason that I should be doing or saying any specific thing that's not actually going to accomplish anything in the grand scheme of anything. So, honestly, like, a lot of the time... What is happening up there? Huh, well, I thought I heard something. I don't know. I feel vulnerable. Tournament King, okay? I can't be vulnerable. This isn't life class. This is Mech Arena class. Yeah, as you can see, he's not in stealth. Exactly. Let me get into stealth mode. Two hours, 30 minutes and counting. Oh. Is that true? Kind of is, isn't it? This guy. Hold on. Yeah, me likey that. Yeah, that the... There we go. That was good. Figured for sure he saw me and was gonna just like try to come get me. I was gonna at least have to fight for that kill. I was pretty sure I could come up on top, although if I didn't, that would have been bad. Join a sports class, it's fun. I don't really like sports. I liked martial arts because it was like super active and I felt like I was actually getting something useful for myself and it was really fun. But then I stopped and I was just kind of like, whatever. I guess I don't do anything active anymore. Wait, come on, go away. Hey! Who the hell? Telling you, man, I'm not like most people. Most people just kind of like a lot of their life has to do with their friends. They don't do a whole lot of like different things. They're their actives or whatever. Like I'm very much a hobby dude. Oh, I don't like you one bit. I don't like that Juggy either, but hold on. Hey. Hold on. Let me just get behind him real quick. I just wanted to get behind him. He's gonna respawn up there again, dang it. Ha ha ha! You feel free to not. Okay, he did anyway. That's fine. It's not fine. It's completely not fine. What was that sound? Did you guys hear that? It was like a freaking machine gun. What's going on? Oh, it's that! That's interesting. I'm not sure why it sounded like a machine gun rather than a beam. I kinda like it, but I also don't really know what's going on. Hey, please go away. Hey, okay. Rifle's built different in a good way. Yeah, well, maybe. Ow. Hey, look. Here. Paleo. Just do that real quick. Oh, crap. He did me dirty. Good job. Pretty sure. I'm not sure if I'm Mr. Ripples. Do you have friends? Not really. I have friends in terms of, like, people I play video games with sometimes. They're friends from an old workplace. But then, like, over the past few months, every time they say, "Hey, we'll invite you to play later tonight," and then they just kind of never do, and it's like, okay, just let it be. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So no, not really. The dude did good. 64. This is a good setup, this one right here. I think that Eric, MZ Eric, was gonna go for this build. It's pretty darn good. Long arm stalker. Nice. Respect the long arm stalker, and I also respect Tengu. It's not a meta mech. Neither is Ares. Very good, with the exception of this build, and honestly at this point this build. These three. I respect it, and he doesn't have mortars or kill shot. Screw mortar, screw kill shot. You heard the ringtone again. Yeah. It's true, but I need to be reminded. Actually don't know what it was this time. Oh, that was Discord. It's annoying because Discord had an update, and now, for whatever reason, I can't differentiate my, like, server notifications from my DM notifications. Like, if someone's gonna DM me, I want it like a text message. I want to hear the sound. I want to know, because more often than not, it's a bit more urgent than if it's just a message in the server. But if it's just a message in the server, I don't want to get a sound every time someone sends a message in the server. But I do anyway, because that's the way that they updated it. And to me, no liking. Cut it out. I mean, at least you're using carbine as opposed to rocket mortar or something stupid like that. But it doesn't mean I have to like you. Go away. Oh, you know what's interesting? Yesterday, me and some other player, it was not a bot, it was a player. We both had surge and we both ran into each other. It was on this map too. And we both dashed each other and hit each other halfway. I bounced him inside a wall and he died. It was amazing. Mortar? Mortar? Come on. Mortar? Oh, okay. Now mortar. Alright. I killed 2 of his mechs. Well, since I'm close, he might not mortar, but I'll break him. I'll break him soon. Here we go. There's the mortar. Hi. I knew I could do it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Whee! Well, that's weird. You got a railgun on there? Well, I'm sure I can kill you anyway. Okay. I knew I could get him to spawn the mortars. He might actually have 2 since he had a mortar slash railgun equip going. Okay. He knew I was over there. He knows I'm over here. Oh, hold on. Does he just not care? Oh, okay, never mind. No, see, look, I can't tell him that he did a good job. He got sent to the back rooms. He did. It was amazing. Okay. Hold on. How is it that I leave you guys alone for 5 minutes and everything goes to shit? wasn't even 5 minutes. The match lasts for 5 minutes. Come on. Don't. No. Fox sound. You know, I forgot to change my controls again, which is slightly disappointing. Come on, he wasn't even aiming. Get here before he has time to respawn, otherwise he'll probably respawn and kill me. Or he'll just respawn at the Zephyr. Somebody else will kill me. Go away. There we go. Yeah, you told us that on Discord? Oh, you're talking about the notification thing? Yeah, it's annoying. If they have a dodgeball group, would you join? Probably not. I'd probably, it's like paying extra for exercise. So it would take up my time, and it would take up my money, and I would have to socialize with people all at the same time. It's like a lose-lose scenario right there. And if it was free, then that would be like a volunteer basis thing, which means I'd be volunteering to socialize, which also doesn't really sound like me. I'm just calling it as it is. Just get areas to 20 energy. Nice. I wish I had escape emojis, but I don't. Otherwise I would give you a escape emoji. What's bad about socializing? Me, I'm bad at socializing. Bad Nightmares, Legendary B? Yeah? I remember you, yeah. I mean, I don't always... Thank you for reminding me who you... like, what your game name is, because if you're not using the exact same name in both, then I'm probably not going to remember. What's going on? Oh, I don't know what's going on up there. But yeah, thank you for reminding me. But I definitely do remember you. Hello, Red. Welcome back. Okay. Yeah, 3005, then 7, then 10. Oh, jeez. I know Torment. He's in 3rd. That's crazy. Oh, Miracle. I saw that Miracle. It said that he was in 5th. But I was like, man, is he really in 5th? And then I forgot to check. But he is indeed. Actually, I wonder if any KQ guys are. In the top 100 at least. I'm not scrolling that far down. There's GG's. He's a frequent of a lot of Twitch streamers. So. Know him. Dexter. I know Dexter. There are no KQ dudes. It's kind of sad. Oh, we're past 100, so I don't care anymore. Miracle's win rate? Oh, hold on. I have him in my friends list. Check. He should be... He was in like the 4,000 range. wasn't he? Did I pass him up? I might have passed him up. Is he in the 5,000 range? Why did I think that he was in 4,000? Is he higher up than me? What's going on? I know we're friends because he just invited me to a game earlier. No? Oh, I wonder if he was like messing with his hanger and he lowered it a bit. It's not 5 or 4. Come on. Where is he? Did he just like remove all of his mechs? He's using the matchmaking glitch? Bug? Whatever? I wouldn't think that he is. Especially since he plays with... Okay, well now I'm just confused. We were... Can I friend you, Sir Car? I mean, I can on Facebook. But no. You see, I have 215. If I refresh it, it'll go up. Wait for it. There you go, plus 6 more. Hold on. I'll just check the top 500 again. Wide 211. Dude. Did I just imagine that he invited me to a game? What's going on? No, I'm friends with him. How in the world? Did I pass him up like 7 times? Okay, so he's using 4 of 5 mechs. And his win rate is really high. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what his exact win rate is, and... %93 win rate. Crazy. Oh, you gotta... Hold on. Where are they? Maybe I have to refresh my page. Hold on. 8048 divided by 1. 17 kills per game, and what was it? 93% win rate. Ridiculous. Yes. It's beautiful. Finally. Power beyond all recognition. I know. To be fair, though, it looked like he was purposely lowering his SP more than it should be. Because he had like 4,500 SP, but only 4 mechs, so he should have had like 5,000-6,000. So technically cheating for easier wins, and he's probably been doing that for a while. Sorry for smacking the mic. It's a crazy win rate, I know, yeah. I want to get top 500. Yeah. I mean, I kind of do too, but at the same time, it would probably require me to play a lot more than I think that I would have to, and it's probably not worth it. Anything to win arena. Yeah, I know. Some people do quite literally anything. But I don't know why they do it. Like, it's just a game. It's just for fun. So if you're like actually cheating for the sake of making your fun easier, I don't understand what you're getting from it. Oh, lagging a little bit. Stop firing at me. There's an areas right in front of you. There's perfectly good areas right in front of you. He did die though, to be fair. What do you get if you reach top whatever spot? Recognition, that's it. By my knowledge, anyway. It's your top 500. I'm not sure he's necessarily saying that he's top 500. I think he's just asking. But if he is, that would be interesting. Okay, please don't come around the left. I would rather you not. I like the way that Carbine 8 sounds, not so much Carbine 10 or 12. Like, Carbine 8 sounds more like a machine gun. More so than it used to, anyway, I think. Sounds amazing. 790 points away from top 500. Whoa. That's pretty good. So you'll get there pretty soon, I think. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could out-damage him, but I'm not so sure that I can anymore. Go away, nobody asked you to be here. Oh, he's reloading now. Get him, get him, get him. Okay. I kind of want to move up, but I know that's probably a bad idea. Oh, God. Hey. There goes reloading now. Go away. Oh, okay. This is his last shot, apparently. I like the idea of killing you. Please let me do so. Aww. Everyone could see your name, that's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like a... Like, it'll appear in your profile stats. Like, there's like a history. I only got 6 kills with that. That's really bad, actually. But it'll appear in like your profile. There'll be a top 500 history and whatever. So that's cool. Hold on. Prince. It's better to go for highest power hangar, which makes you use mechs that might not be efficient enough in both CPC and 5v5, or just go for efficiency, then max hangar, like light mech, etc. I can answer that question. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Basically, I'm not gonna try to show you, but basically, if you had a maxed light mech with max 8 energy weapons and a max heavy mech with max 16 energy weapons, ends up being the same thing. Your squad power is the same thing. Mechs have they have different powers, but when you combine that with the weapon power, it's essentially the same no matter what. So just go for efficiency. Honestly, there is no reason you should be giving yourself a high squad power for the sake of just having a high squad power. It doesn't do you any good. So G-Star just dropping to say hi. So happy you're sticking with the game. Yeah, I mean, I almost ditched it, that's for darn sure. But I'm gonna try to play a few more different games, keeping a closer eye on some other ones. But yeah, for now, I'll stick with it. I didn't really want to leave. It just felt like there was no other decent option if it was gonna continue being the way that it was. But apparently, the map thing was my biggest issue, and that was a glitch. So yeah. Hold on. So a bunch of people from streams and viewers up there. We got a month for it. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, we will see, I'm sure, is what you're saying. Yeah. I was actually surprised that I didn't see Mayor up there, because he does this as his full-time job, I'm pretty sure. So, like, you'd think that he just, like, plays a crap ton, but yeah, I'm sure even he gets tired of it sometimes. Imagine this, male player trying to strike up conversation with a female stranger. She says, "Uh-oh, play Mech." She says, "Oh, you play Mech Arena? What's your favorite weapon and playstyle?" I hide behind walls and spam murders. Alright, I got nothing to say to you, dude. No. Any realistic, any decent person would have many words for that response. They would have many words. It's like finally being able to like rat out the incarnation of mortar spammers. Just pretend that he stands for every single mortar spammer ever. It's horrible advice. You shouldn't do that. Plarium said 2 times that mortar warning sign bug has been fixed, but it's not really fixed. I mean, yeah. That's because people know how to do it, and they're purposely doing it, and I'm sure it's harder to fix than like it sounds, you know? How do you actually fix a bug? Exactly. Spam escapes while Ruffles is gone. Oh. Reg, you realize that as a channel member, you and Nihilus are the only people that can spam escapes, right? Like you're just that special. Midge did 4? Yeah, I did. Exactly. It's nice that you can wait to claim like your refreshed battle points too. Because I don't have to do it, and my battle points won't refresh until I go up there, until I press on that thing. It's probably gonna zoom up there this weekend. Yeah, probably. Don't spam mortar, spam escapes. Yeah, there you go. Can I get a escape launcher? I want a escape launcher. Surprised I haven't seen much of the top players of YouTube on the top 500. Yeah. I mean, the test server is down now, so I don't know. Of course, they could have been playing it the last few days, because there's like certain times that we get access to test server, but it's not consistent. Should I give them the pleasure of wide 211? Yes, Century, please. We need it. I'm at like a hard limit in terms of how many emojis I can have. So 5 is the limit. So If I were to add wide to 11, I would probably get rid of Holyscape, because you can convey messages just fine with Happyscape. And then there's Sadscape. You need Sadscape, and you also need wide to 11. I would take Evilscape and Distortedscape too, but I just don't have room for them. And I need my beams and screw killshot emojis, so I'm just saying. Oh, nice. I got some stuff. I can't imagine a game of this capacity. I think in just 3 directions. New mech, new weapons, and drain money. Players. How about clans, free-for-all, removing bots from the game, kill off mortars? Sadscape or Evilscape? I like Sadscape, okay? Because sometimes when something bad happens, there's only one way to express your feelings, and that is through Sadscape. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's still going. Yes, indeed. Prince, in terms of what you said, it's kind of true. But like, free for all game mode, I don't know how long that's gonna take for them to finish. They're still working on it, and I know that they're still working on clans. That is a thing that they're going to officially add. They're just, to be completely honest, like EM rifle, that's probably something that they designed and had ready to add to the game like months ago, right? Like this isn't new. It's new to the game, but it's not new to them. They probably designed it. They had all the stats figured out. They had everything perfectly imbalanced from very likely like 2 months ago or something like that. And yeah, so they just kind of throw it in there as like an event, you know, to kind of like fill the gap for events. So I don't know. Mortars should not be killed off. I think mortars serve a good purpose. They just do so a little too well at the moment. The implants are very unbalanced, but you know, if they made mortars useless, there would be a lot. Basically, every player, imagine literally every mortar player being mad at Plarium for their best setup being ruined. Yeah, that's not going to end well. They can't just kill it off. So they're going to have to do something. And, yeah. Might not necessarily be exactly what you want it to be, but there's a lot of reasons for things that they do, even the dumb things. It might seem to me, like to you or me or anybody, it might seem like there's no good reason for certain things, but there's usually a good reason. It's just that the reason sometimes makes more sense to them than it will to us. Oop, lagging a little bit. I think you got that side covered, my dude. So I will go on this side. Hey. Yeah. Kill that Zephyr, because he's just like looking sideways at me. And not only that, he was kind of in my way. Oh, dope. Thanks. Kill that Zephyr too. I don't like bots. Hey, no. Get back over there. Yeah. Get over there. Oh, jeez. Killed the bot, that's okay. That's all I needed. Oop. I meant to dash a little further, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Infinity. Well, sir, you are going to infinitively die. Oh, take away the radius implant, that'll do something. It'll make mortars essentially useless for what people use them for. Like, they were useful before, and they served their purpose before pilots came around. But now that pilots are out, if there's no radius on mortars, well, no extra radius on mortars, then people just, it's more or less useless. Because people have learned at this point that you have to keep moving. And even the bots move around a lot more than they used to. Yeah, it's like a... He's gonna respawn here, I think, right? Well, no, he's not gonna have time. More derby event missions in 10 minutes. Yay, derby event. Let's grind our hearts away for 1 token. I can't wait to get a 10th of a chance to get a pilot. I know I won't get it. I'll probably get like the worst thing, because even though those percentages say that they're consistent, I consistently get the worst item in my first spin. So, I don't really believe that they are completely fair. Sadscape and Screw Kill Shot go hand in hand. That's true. It's true. They're perfect for each other. You know, I would, dude, but I really have to find better. I'll try this. And then if he invites me again, I'll join him. But honestly, Carbine was not doing me any good. I guess just because I can't equip very high level ones? I don't know. Ooh, no, I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I want. Okay, fine. You know what? I said that I'd join him if he did, so I'll do it. But next time I'm gonna do VRPG 16. And it'll be fun. Ow. It's probably less than 10%, to be honest. What is the radius? I mean, the radius is like... What is it? 23, is it? Is there a legendary one or not? I don't remember. But they killed off double mechs without any warning. Yeah, but those were a really bad idea. And they did it in a good way by, like, giving you... Oh, yeah, the token spend. Gotcha. I wasn't sure what I was talking about when you said that. But, like, they gave you a pretty reasonable number of A-coins for... Oh, dang it. You know what I should have done? I'm gonna hate myself for this later, but... This is a perfect sniper map. I should have done this from the start. Uh-oh. It's only perfect if you're able to hit your shots. Okay. There's a dude coming up the left. Oh no, he died. Never mind. Dude coming up the right. Hey! Didn't give you permission to move. Oh god! Dang it! They just tap the red buttons and make people mad for months. All they need is to compensate players with something. I mean, that's true. If they compensated players for the radius implant, then that's fine, but... Make no mistake, it was a horrible idea to have duplicate mechs, because literally every late game hangar looked the exact same, and every exact same hangar was a mirror copy of itself. So, like, people had 3 mechs in their hangar. They only wanted 2. They had 3 because, you know, the fact they had 5 slots. They would have used 2 if there was only 4 slots. Believe me, you. Hey. Oh. Can't wait to get 15 keys after weeks of grinding. Nice. I know. So good. If you mean the fortune keys, though, I don't really care. I'll play tournaments sometimes, and so long as I have 50 by the time the Vault Blitz thing event happens, then I'm okay, because that's the only time I spend them anyway. Don't set off those mines, that's a bad idea. Wait. He's standing on 2 of them. One of them went off in his face, but he didn't even die. I'm so confused. And I scrapped my surge for like 2 kills. I'm so disappointed, dude. I can't run with a squad if I'm trying to use Orion, because they're gonna steal all my kills. Oh yeah, see, look, I got 30 victory points. Or 30, like, thingy thing points. So I thought it was just like straight 50 per win, regardless, but it is not. I'm gonna have to wait until that last day unlocks anyway, because there's at least 1 task that I'm definitely not doing. I think for mortars can be changed to reduce the full damage to an inner radius, and the outer one can cause less damage but with overheat or other status effects. No, I think giving status effects to mortars is not necessary, because otherwise they'll just overheat and or stasis you at the first shot and then completely destroy a group of people with the next one. And it'd be even less likely to escape the mortars. They just need to reduce the damage, honestly. Like, it's a crowd control weapon, right? It makes people less likely to all huddle together. It forces them out from behind cover, and it's a good tactical weapon to use. The problem is that it deals way too much damage for the kind of weapon that it's supposed to be. As does basically everything nowadays, but you know what I'm saying. Just nerf the damage, really. And also grav beam nerf. Oh, happened without warning. It was actually a bug. There was, I don't know how that happens, but I'm also not a game developer, so I have no idea like what all the different things are that could potentially happen, but that was a bug, and they told everybody, honestly. There was like an announcement for it. That was not, like, it started off one way, and then it got like this major buff, and it became really, really good, but that wasn't actually a buff, it was a glitch, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. Would you stop? The one-time tanks are useful. You're gonna just, like, walk in front of a surge to keep me from doing it? Okay, I give up. Orion is garbage! Also, what the frick, dude? I leave you alone for 2 seconds. You can't accomplish literally anything without me? Oh, I'm lagging a lot. You know, the screen shake doesn't actually do anything. I can snipe with that screen shake, my sir. should respawn here. Called it. You know, if it wasn't for all the lag, I would have been fine. Is that the VRPG-16? It is. Indeed, the VRPG-16. Yeah, Angie. You Angie? Well, I Angie. Suck it. Oh my god, look at that. Look at it, dude. Why the hell did it? He better not. Yeah, he did. Oh, he's gonna... There's so much lag. Also, the stupid thing keeps just like randomly locked onto a dude that I was not trying to lock onto, and that was really annoying actually. Who is you, and why? Why is you? I guess that's a good question also. Look at that, I can't even move! Really? Really? He got me with that? Come on! Let me spawn in, please. Hi. Hold it. Okay. Dang, I can't move. Oh, he's all the way over there. That's interesting. Hey man. How's it going? I can barely move, dude. You know what I can. Is that the last guy? Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Oh man. I thought Grav Beam 16's damage and implosion time still got reduced. No. Nope. There was a huge RPM mix-up. Like the RPM got accidentally buffed, and it turned it into... the RPM affected the accumulation, right? Because each shot gives like a specific amount of effect. So since the RPM was accidentally buffed, it gave it a lot more damage per second, and it also gave the effect speed a buff. But that was not intentional. Man, I don't really know what I want to do with this Orion. I don't like it a lot. Same map. lagging a bit, so maybe I'll hawk swaker. Swaking my hawks. Sounds a little weird. I don't think I want him to swig my hawks, if I'm being honest. Hey. Thanks. Okay. How is it that I'm already almost dead? I can't even tell what's going on. Go away. Oh. Oh, he was a... Is Swaker Man taking my spawn? Oh, it is. Hey, cut that out. Okay, fine. I think Swaker Man... Do I really have an AFK bot? Is that what's going on? How does one even get an AFK bot? Look, you ain't doing that to me, buddy. Ow. Okay, fine. Dude. I am disappointed. Great. Well, now he's gonna... Okay, there's some fake mines, because that one over there was a dud. I don't understand what's going on with the cheetah mine situation. Hey, look at you. So fancy with your kill shot. If you could actually move, maybe things could be different. Yeah. His bots did... Look at that! His bots did everything! His bots just, like, immediately captured all of my beacons. I had an AFK bot somehow. Surge is not that fast last time, you remember? When was the last time you played? Because Surge got a buff kind of a while ago. Not gonna lie. I either need something else on this dang thing, or I just need to stop trying to use it. I think I'm gonna have to, like, stop entirely, because it's lagging too much. I can't effectively actually play the game like that. If I go up against any player, I'm basically guaranteed to lose because they're actually able to do things. Hello. How's it going, Lightspeed? Sorry you just joined, because I think I'm just about to stop. Feel free to rewatch this, though. It's some very interesting conversations. Yeah, sorry about that. I think, when was it? Like, an hour or two into... It was more like, maybe like an hour and a half into it. I more or less described the reason why I haven't been streaming or anything, so if you care, go ahead and watch that, but otherwise, I will see you guys later. Anybody else Who's here? If anybody's got any last second questions, have at thee. Otherwise, goodbye. Not sure when I'll be streaming again. Probably won't be a regular thing, but I don't really know. When did I announce the winners? Like, basically first thing. It was like the first 30 minutes of it should have been. CC will be fun. Maybe. It's expensive, I know that much. Your PSG Avenger? Well, hello. Yep. See you guys.